Welcome to the Manifestation Babe podcast. My name is Catherine Zinkina, and I'm a manifestation expert, master mindset coach, and multiple seven-figure entrepreneur. I'm obsessed with helping you achieve everything that you once thought was impossible. If you are looking to massively up-level your life, your finances, your relationships, your productivity and success, then you have come to the right place. My goal in this podcast is to help you see the infinite potential within yourself to be, do, and have anything that your heart desires. Think of this podcast as your weekly dose of mindset development to help you maximize who you are and where you're going. Leave it to me to provide you with the tools, the resources, the strategies, and teachings that you need to manifest a reality wilder than your wildest dreams. I know we're about to have so much fun together, so thank you so much for pushing play today, and now let's begin. Hello, gorgeous souls, and welcome back to the Manifestation Babe podcast. I am so excited today because I, for the first time ever, finally set up my microphone in my office and connected headphones to it. So I have a legit podcast station. It's still not 100% there. I'm not liking a couple of things, but recording the podcast at James Wedmore's office when we did his interview, which if you haven't listened to that episode yet, it is episode 107. And I'm telling you guys, it's going to blow your mind. It is my first and only so far interview. And it is so, so good. And in there, of course, I had access to an actual recording studio and it was amazing. So if the sound was like, whoa, that was so good, Catherine, I can't take credit for it because I honestly used all of James's stuff in his office, and his team, of course, helped with filming and setting up sound, and they pretty much sent me the audio. So they did all the work for me, and now I feel super inspired to do the same. So let me know what you think of the sound. Let me know if you feel a difference of some sort. I'm committed to this podcast and making this the best listening experience ever. I'm sure you've noticed a ton of improvement since episode 1, where I don't even think I had a microphone. I think it was just recorded with my iPhone. So huge improvement over there. Now, if you've tuned into today's episode, I, as always, have a really good one for you, especially if you are someone who constantly justifies your desires to yourself and to others, which wastes your precious time and energy, you guys, which you need your energy to manifest your desires. And if you are so busy justifying your desires to other people and to yourself, which you can just do in your head over and over and over again, well, then there is no energy left over at all for you and your desires. So you can either pour your energy into justifying, or you can pour your energy into actually creating. Now, the inspiration behind this episode came from a very simple picture, or actually I think it was a boomerang that I took for my Instagram yesterday. And yesterday I was at my gym at Equinox here in Los Angeles, and I, in the mirror inside the locker room, posted a boomerang where I lifted up my shirt and kind of showed off my abs in a very non-show-offy way. And I said that I decided that I'm going to work on my abs because I want them. And that's a good enough reason. And that inspired me because I have worked so hard on this. I mean, I have done so much inner work around this, and I catch so many of my babes, and probably this includes you, where we are constantly justifying why we want something and trying to figure out a good enough reason for others so that they can accept our reason, and then we can go ahead and get the permission that we need to go after that desire. Now, if you listen to episode number 107 with James, he talked all about needing permission to go after your business goals. And so I want to continue that conversation, and I want to apply it to all areas of your life, whether it's business, whether it's finances, whether it's relationship or some miscellaneous area in your life, right? For me, it's health and fitness. For me, it's business. For me, it's my relationships, et cetera, et cetera. This applies to all areas of your life. So, a little backstory and a little moment of vulnerability is that my whole life I have struggled with jealousy from other people. And because of that, I've caught myself severely dimming my light so many times over the years, right? And I still catch myself doing it where I have these thoughts in my head every now and then when I'm making a post or, when I'm sitting down with a girlfriend for lunch or for dinner, we're talking about our lives and catching each other up on, what's going on. And I find myself dimming myself, especially when everything is going so well for me. And I will always point out the area of my life where things aren't quite going well and why I'm working in that area and justifying why I'm going after improvements in that area and justifying why I had improvements in other areas and why things are going well. And I just caught myself in this crazy cycle of thoughts where I think to myself, like, I can't be both rich and married to the man of my dreams, or I can't be both in the best shape of my life and drive my dream car. Like, I can't do both. I need to dim my light in one area so that I can be more relatable. Okay, I have a confession to make. I've been binge watching a series this week. I've showed it to all my friends, my entire team, and watched it from the start to finish at least 3 times. No, it is not on Netflix, so you won't find it there. It's actually on BizFlix, and it's called The Rise of the Digital CEO. I found the series, you guys, the series for heart centered, manifestation, and mindset obsessed entrepreneurs who are sick and tired of working 12-hour days, burning themselves out, and seeing very little to show for all that they've poured into their business. I have been there, you guys. So, if you have huge business goals this year, I'm talking 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, and 7 figures, then this show is not a should watch. It is a must watch. Using the information inside, I've created a multi-million dollar business in the span of just 3 years. In fact, using the tips and strategies inside of this series helped me scale my business to reach last year's revenue already midway through this year. Best part, without working any harder. Rise of the Digital CEO is only available for just a few more days. So all the episodes are available and it's ready for you to binge on. So grab your popcorn, your green juice, and a few BizBabe friends or your dog, that's okay too, and go to digitalceobabe.com to watch. Again, that's digitalceobabe.com to access this super juicy series. Okay, now that you have a show to watch this weekend, let's get back to the episode. Right? Relatability, which does not mean that something is wrong with you or that you are not doing well in an area of your life. Relatability is all of us working together, being humans, doing our best in all areas of our life. And so, the one area of my life that I would constantly sabotage myself in was fitness. And the truth is that I've been working with my coach, Jim Fortin, recently. We're on our 5th week working together. And I've expressed this to my coach where he and I were talking about commitments. And there was an assignment that he gave me on discovering what areas of my life am I most committed to and what areas of my life am I least committed to. And I told him about my constant struggle with like having every effing resource and tool and desire to get in the best shape of my life just because it's something that I want to do. I feel my best, right? It's not necessarily 100% about like looking my best, even though here I am justifying it again, right? Here I am justifying and playing small and dimming my light. Like, yeah, I want to look amazing, but it also has to do a lot with my health. And I feel my best, my most creative self, my most on fire self when I'm in really great shape. And I told him that I want to look amazing, I want to feel amazing, and I deserve it. And I made this agreement with myself where I am done justifying it. I am done justifying it. I want abs just because I want them. I want to be in great shape just because I want to. And today I want to talk about how the phrase in itself, quotation marks, because I want to, is a good enough reason. Okay? You can have it all and you don't have to justify why. Yes, you can be rich. Yes, you can be in amazing shape. Yes, you can be married to the man or woman of your dreams. Yes, you can have a successful business. Yes, you can travel the world. Yes, you can fly first class. And yes, you can drive your dream car because you want to. The end, right? And if anything in the last sentence didn't resonate with you, just pick and choose something that does. Like, has there ever been something where you saw something on Instagram or you saw something in the magazine or you saw something driving by it on the street and you thought to yourself, I want that? Well, I want to share with you that, you guys, justification is a waste of time and energy. And I've realized this, and I recently stopped justifying everything to myself and others. Because think about it. Manifestation, the definition that I've given to manifestation over the years, when people ask me, what is manifestation? I always say that it's when something, like the phenomenon that occurs when something that was once a part of your imagination becomes actualized into your physical reality, where you literally go from a picture or image inside of your head, and then all of a sudden, poof, it appears in your reality. Like when you actually can taste it, touch it, feel it, whatever, then, in your physical reality, using your physical senses, then congratulations, that whatever it was that was once a part of your imagination has now manifested into your reality. And we create our realities by directing our energy. So we are made of energy. This entire universe is made of energy. Your desires are made of energy. And we use our energy to create or to impact other energies around us. And so we create by directing our energy toward a desire by consciously choosing to focus on it. And that's like the beauty of how powerful our minds are, is that simply by focusing on a desire, that creates enough momentum for it to manifest. Because when we focus on it, then we are signaling to our subconscious mind, the reticular activating system, which is a part of your subconscious mind that filters your reality to delete, generalize, distort, or bring about anything that relates to what is important to you. So if you're constantly focusing on something, then you will attract to you the people, events, circumstances, and inspirations and everything you need to bring that into your physical reality. And sometimes, well, most of the time, there's going to be some sort of inspired action involved, but you create the inspiration behind that action by focusing on it, right? And the thing is that many of us put our energy, this potent energy of ours, into the why behind our desire. And not the why as in like, oh my God, it's a huge why, and I'm going to change the world, and this is going to impact my life in such a beautiful way, and this is going to impact others around me in such an amazing way. I mean by why, as in we're seeking for approval from others and ourselves behind why we want a desire. We give ourselves, I call this the wraparound, right? Instead of just focusing on the desire, we focus on everything around the desire, and we wait for permission from ourselves and others to finally go after what we want. And this is a complete waste of time and energy. So there might be some questions that, pick any desire right now. Maybe you want to have a 7-figure business, okay? Maybe you want 100,000 Instagram followers. Maybe you want a sweater that you've had your mind on for a very long time, a luxury sweater. Or maybe you want to manifest your soulmate, right? And you could be asking yourself these questions. Maybe these sound familiar to you, like, who am I to want this? Or what will people think if I have this? Or what is my reason why for wanting this? Or how do I explain this to my parents? How do I explain this to my friends? How do I justify this to my followers? Sometimes I find myself doing that and I catch it early and I'm like, you know what? No one needs to know because I want to. That's good enough, right? You could be asking yourself, is this okay enough of a reason? Like as if there's like scales of okayness, like, oh, this is okay, but that's not okay. And what if I lose relatability because I have this, right? Because you think that by having all your desires, you're going to be seen as little Miss Perfect, and then no one's going to relate to you, even though I don't think that's what makes you relatable. I think it's you being a human being that makes you relatable. And you can be, do, and have anything in the world, and you are still relatable because other people, by the law of oneness, are also able to be, do, and have everything that they want. So by you being an example for people and knowing that you guys are all made up of the exact same energy, you are all the entire universe expressing itself in human form. Therefore, you're making an ultimate dream reality for everyone super relatable just by having it. Okay, but let's go back to those questions. By the time you're even done answering the questions, you have completely wasted your energy. Okay, because if you think about it, what have you been focusing on? You've been focusing on everything but the actual desire. You've been focusing on other people, not the desire. You've been focusing on your ego, not the desire. You've been focusing on playing it safe, not the actual desire. And now, guess what? There is nothing behind it left to manifest it. And this is why so many people dim their light and never see the fruits of their labor, is because they put so much time and energy and focus into the wraparound. And so today I want to tell you that, and I want to remind you, because it's nothing here to learn, it's just to remember. I want you to remember that you are the entire universe expressing itself in human form. And you get to have things, you get to manifest things just because you want them. Okay? That's it. Because I want to, because I want it, because it makes me happy, because it brings me joy, because it's fucking awesome. Those are good enough reasons. Okay? I want you to practice actually giving those reasons. Anytime someone asks you, why do you want that car? You answer, because I want it. Okay. Someone might be like, why are you working out in the gym all the time? And why are you only eating salads and whatever? Because I want to, because it makes me happy, because it brings me joy. Or someone could be like, why are you traveling again? Or why are you flying first class? Or blah, 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 blah. You say, because I want to, because it brings me joy. Or someone might ask you, why do you need the 7-figure business? 6 figures is just good enough. You can have an awesome life just living off of 6 figures. You say, guys, like, come on, do this with me. Because I want to, because it makes me happy, because it brings me joy, because it's fucking awesome. I want to remind you today, and I want to give you this motivation, this reminder that these are good enough reasons, okay? Leave your energy for the actual manifestation of the desire, and it'll come into your life so much faster. And it feels so expansive to have things just because you want them. It feels so good. It feels so in alignment with your higher self because, your higher self is this limitless part of you. And this limitless part of you doesn't need any justification to express itself. It doesn't need anyone's approval. It doesn't need anyone's permission. And it doesn't even need your own damn permission. Like your higher self is what drives you, is what leads you and guides you inside your life, in your human body. It's the part of you that is constantly guiding you towards what you want. And so it doesn't need any permission from you. I promise you. Your ego might think otherwise, but your higher self knows that because I want to is a good enough reason. Okay? So let me know, and I'm super curious. Have you struggled with this in the past? Have you caught yourself playing down your desires in front of other people, or maybe in front of yourself, or maybe your family? Have you prevented yourself from going after what you truly want? Have you sabotaged things before? Have you sabotaged entire areas of your life because you believe that you can't both have wealth and perfect health? And you can't both have money and be madly in love, or you can't look good and also be rich at the same time. Like crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. And again, insert whatever resonates with you, because I know that my desires are probably different from your desires. And what's important to me is probably not important to you. And so please remember that we all have different values in life, but I want to make sure that you have values on your values list, at least inside your mind, your spirit, right? We all have values lists, that you're not justifying anything and you're not wasting your precious energy justifying why you want certain things. So let me know if you've struggled with this in the past. I'm so curious to hear your takeaways from this episode. Take a screenshot of you listening to this episode right now. And of course, always tag me. I so appreciate it. I try to repost and answer as many as I possibly can because I am genuinely curious for your feedback, and I love, 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 love receiving messages from you. If you're not yet following me on Instagram, I'm at Manifestation Babe. And then, of course, as always, you guys, you have been leaving me such incredible reviews. It's been helping this podcast grow so much. And that's what inspires me to go out there and invest into some podcast equipment to make sure that this is the best listening experience for your manifestation goodies that it can possibly be. And for anyone who leaves a review on iTunes, don't forget that I'm giving away a free manifestation hypnosis, where this is a hypnosis that I personally created and listened to myself. And I created it for you as well, where you can rewire your thinking within 10 minutes a day to become the most potent and powerful manifester in the world. So I'm going to send you that. If you send me a screenshot proving that you left a review, make sure you take a screenshot before you submit it, because if you submit it, it goes off into iTunes and they have to approve it for a couple days, and then it reappears later, and then it reappears in like random order. So I want to make sure that you capture it, send it to my team, hello@manifestationbabe.com. Again, hello@manifestationbabe.com. And we will respond to your screenshot with the link to the hypnosis. And it's so good. And then also, don't forget to sign up for the video series of the year. If you want to be a digital CEO babe, if you are tired of being a struggling entrepreneur, working 12 hours a day, hustling your face off, and you want to create sustainable success that comes quickly and easily your way because you have scaled yourself and stepped into the identity of a CEO, go to digitalceobabe.com. Again, that's digitalceobabe.com. I actually just finished binging on this series. I binged on it, not gonna lie, 3 times, and I got all my friends and family involved in it. It is so good. It is created by James Wedmore, who I interviewed in the last episode. So if you enjoyed that episode, you're gonna love this video series. And the motivation and the inspiration and the aha moments that I've gotten from this series in my business is just unreal. And I want you to experience it as well. So again, digitalceobabe.com, and I will catch you in the next episode. Love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. If you absolutely loved what you heard today, be sure to share it with me by leaving a review on iTunes so that I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't already following me on social media, come soak up the extra inspiration on Instagram by following @manifestationbabe or visiting my website at manifestationbabe.com. I love and adore you so much and can't wait to connect with you in the next episode. In the meantime, go out there and manifest some magic.